Hello dear students, I am Helen Mary, your English teacher, and today we are going to read a new story, The Khichri Trick. This story is based in the history of India. It is based on two very famous people whose names are Akbar and Birbal. Who was Akbar? Akbar was a very mighty ruler during the time of Mughals. He was known to be just and equal to all religions. He was a very good and wise ruler. Such kings are rare in world history, and India is proud of Akbar. Let me introduce you Birbal. Birbal was one of the commander of the army of Akbar. Later, he was introduced as the minister of the court of Birbal. He used his intelligence to help the poor men get his reward. Now, please take out page number 1 from your textbook. Do you see a rectangular box? A yellow one? What is written over there? What does the image on the right stand for? Do you see an image? A lady standing with a sword and a balancing? I know you all know the answer. It is justice. Now let us move on to the story. One day, Emperor Akbar and Birbal were standing at a palace window looking at the beautiful lake in the palace gardens. Now, during this time, the king asked Birbal, "If you find anybody who would spend a whole night standing in this cold water, I will give that man 1,000 coins. Birbal said, "I'm sure I can find such a person, sir." Surprisingly, Emperor Akbar said, "All right, take it as a challenge and bring such a man to me." Soon, Birbal found a poor man who was desperate enough to accept the challenge since he had to pay his tips. He has no other option to earn money. So he was ready to take up this challenge. And Birbal assured him that he will be given 1,000 gold coins at the end of this challenge. Birbal brought the man to the emperor's court and presented him to the Jahapana. Who is Jahapana? Jahapana is basically a respectable term which is used to address the king. So, the king asked him, "Will you be able to stand in the cold water for the whole night?" And the poor man replied, "Yes, surely I will do so." So the king said, "Fine, your challenge will be starting tonight." The night was over. The next day, the man was presented to the king and he was asked whether he was standing in the cold water for the whole night. The man replied, "Yes, Jahapana." Akbar was amazed. He asked, "How did you manage to stand in the cold water for the whole night?" The poor man said, "Sir, when I was standing there, I focused my attention on the lamp lit in the window of your palace and did not think of the cold water." Hearing this, King Akbar was furious. He said, "You survived this challenge because you were getting warmth from the warmth of the lamp. So, you lose this challenge. I will not pay you a single money." The poor man was shocked and surprised. He was so disappointed that he came to Birbal and told about his problem. Birbal said, "Let me think for a solution. Surely you will get the money, don't worry about that." The next day at the Akbar's court, Birbal did not come. The king inquired to the guards about the whereabouts of Birbal, to which the guards went around to find out what was happening. The guards came back very soon and informed the king that today Birbal will not be present because he is cooking khichri. My dear children, do you know what is a khichri? Khichri is basically like a porridge which is made up of wheat or rice. Okay, and it's a very easy cooking dish. It never takes a long time to make a khichri. But the king was amazed that why is he unable to present himself in the court, as making khichri was not a big deal. So Emperor Akbar went to Birbal's house and he saw Birbal cooking khichri in a very unusual manner. The king asked, "What are you doing, Birbal? You have hung the pot 5 feet above the fire. Why have you done so? Don't you know that you can't cook a khichri if it is so far away from the fire?" To this, Birbal replied, "If the poor man can be warmed by the lamp lit in the palace window, I too can cook khichri like this, Jahapana." Akbar was taken aback. He realized his mistake and gave the poor man the reward he deserved. The poor man was very happy and he went back home. What do you learn from this story, my dear students? We learn that with our intelligence and wit, we can always overcome any problem. We don't need to fight for our right. We just need to show the world what the right path is. Did you all like this story? Now children, if you have any problem in understanding this story, you can inbox me in the WhatsApp and tell me, okay? And also tell me how this video was. Thank you.